Welcome and thank you so much for joining with us. My name's Tom Painter, and this is the Success and Money Foundation. This is Success and Money Live. Today, we want to talk about some really fun stuff. We got a whole lot of great classes for you today, but the first thing we want to talk about is what's the purpose of the foundation? Why are we doing what we do? So, the purpose of the foundation is to help you and your family live a better life. Did you catch that? The purpose of the foundation is to help you and your family live a better life. That's the purpose. My friend Robert Allen says that good parents give their kids good memories. Bad parents give their kids bad memories. Your job as a parent is to be an example. And you can't just be an example by saying things. You got to be an example by doing things. I had wonderful parents, compassionate capitalist parents. And my dad and mom were pretty much self-made. They started with nothing. They didn't even have the two nickels to rub together. They grew up during the Depression. Cash was hard, money was hard, food rationings, all kinds of problems. During World War II, it was a very difficult time. But yet they learned how to do these little secrets. They learned these little strategies. And they learned by reading and by studying successful people. And by asking successful people how to do what they do. Now, flash forward today. If you look at the foundation where it is today and you connect the dots going backwards, I can guarantee you that it wouldn't be here if it wasn't for goodly parents that I had. I've had a lot of mentors, a lot of friends, a lot of people that have steered me in the right direction, all the way from the little lady that lived down the street from us when I was a teenager that gave each of us kids in the neighborhood $2.22. This was 50 years ago, probably 52 years ago. And she said, this $2 is for you to start saving and investing and to start planning for the future. Now, this isn't something my parents hadn't already kind of talked about, or we listened to them and other people, but it was an outsider. It was somebody outsider that agreed with my parents. Oh, my parents might know something because there's other people that are agreeing to it. She gave us 22 cents to start giving away, to give that money away. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot of money, $2 today, but 50 years ago, that's like $40 or $50 today. And she didn't have it. She was a widow. Her husband had passed away tragically at a very young age. She had some very bad health. She was an elementary school librarian, so I know she wasn't making hardly any money. But she sacrificed for us 5 kids in the neighborhood. She planted a money seed. Now, my parents planted a money seed, but people helped to grow it. They watered that money seed, and it grew. I think about the people in high school that had a huge impact on me. Fenton Broadhead had a huge impact on me. People that, when I served a Christian mission, that had a huge impact on me. Some of those have passed away. They're no longer here. But I can connect the dots, the things that they told me that we're using today. I can connect the dots when I started at university and a class that I took called the Executive Lecture Series. And I can point right back to the foundation and how it's built and how it's designed off that class that I took. And that class was, they brought in people from the community that had done well, and they told their story and how they did it. Best class I had in the whole time I was there, better than any of the other classes. I think about people like Robert Allen has had a huge impact on my life, that has been a mentor for me. People that I worked with, Nick Kuhn, that bought and sold 1,100 houses, John Childers, who taught me a lot, Wes Curran, Wade Cook, all these guys were out there doing it, and I got a chance to do it with them. And so I went out and started doing it on my own and started doing that. I had a lot of mentors that helped me along the way. When I had this heart attack and I almost passed away, I met with Bob and I said, Bob, I got a problem. Not only have I got some bad health, but I got to figure out how to make some money to take care of these 2 special needs children. The programs back, for autism were very new. And there's one program that was $40,000. I had to move to Los Angeles. And that was a long time ago. So that's probably $150,000 today. And I didn't have the money. Bob says, well, let's Go figure out how to make enough money that you can put your kids in whatever program you want and never, ever regret it. So that was a mentor. That's somebody that watered my money tree, that helped me grow to learn how to do the things I needed to do in order to be successful. So as you look back on your life, there's all these wonderful people. Mark Victor Hansen, the guy who did Chicken Soup for the Soul, is a good friend of mine, and he taught me about giving. Now, my parents taught me about giving. They did, and a lot of people did, but he was pretty crazy about it. He liked to give his money away. And all those Chicken Soup for the Soul books, every book has a charity attached to it, and they give some of the royalty to a different charity. So they're out there doing it. And they're not talking about it, they're doing it. And when they do it, it's very big. Now, why do I bring this up? Because that's the purpose of the foundation. What is our purpose and what is your purpose? The purpose of the foundation and the reason you're here and the reason you're part of our world, I should say the reason that we're part of your world, is because the purpose of the foundation is to help you and your family and friends live a better life. That's the purpose, is to help you and your family and friends live a better life. Now, I've been all over the world. I've been to 50 countries. I've been all over China. I've been to Tibet. I've been to Mount Everest. I mean, there's not really a place that I really want to go to. I pretty much seen most of it. And one thing I know is that every mom, every dad wants to help their children have a better life. That's the purpose of the foundation, is to help you and your family and friends have a better life. Now, you do that by learning the secrets and the strategies and think like successful people. Now, the way that we do that, the way we do our purpose, is providing free success and money classes for anyone, anywhere. Just imagine that, free success and money classes for anyone, anywhere. We're supported by best-selling authors, educators, and entrepreneurs. Guys that have done it, people that have done it. And you know what? The successful people, they want to share. They want to help. It's in their DNA. Because number 3 on the 5 steps to financial freedom is to give to individuals, churches, and charities. Now, what does give mean? Well, give means to give of your time and your money and your energy, your knowledge. It's not just money. So that is the purpose. And you're all part of that. Now, the way we do that is mission number 1. The foundation provides financial rewards to students for attending online classes, live classes, and by sharing with others. Now, the reason we do that is because when you share with others, you learn more than they do. The teacher always gets more out of it than the person that's listening. The teacher always learns more. Now, when we give you this money, we're not giving you money, we're giving you stock. We're giving you stock in Warren Buffett. Why? Because we're going to give you a money tree. And then your job is to water that money tree. Your job is to have other people help you water that money tree. You're going to grow not only one money tree, but you're going to grow a whole orchard of money trees. The wealthy have whole orchards of money trees, and those money trees make them money. They produce fruit. You've seen an apple tree, pear tree. Well, those farmers take that fruit and exchange it for cash, and they make money every year. There's all kinds of orchards and gardens that produce money. Some people produce money every week. A lot of multi-level marketing pay every week. You make money every week. We pay out our rewards every week. So our mission number 1 is to provide financial rewards for you, because the most important thing we can do is help you get started. The one thing that we know after teaching this for decades, every adult I've ever talked to says the one thing that they wish they would have done was start earlier. They wish they would have started investing earlier, putting money away earlier. Now, why? Well, because of compounding, the ability to compound your money over time. And number 2 is that it changes your life. It changes the way you think. So many people are going around the world and they don't have a plan. They don't have a plan. We have a simple 5-step plan. 5 steps, very simple. So that's mission number 1. Mission number 2 is to provide a platform for individuals so that you can compete and you can share and you can encourage the people that you invite when you give out a free membership. That's mission number 2. Now, we also can use that with schools, churches, charities, groups, and teams, but it's really designed for you and your family and friends. So as you are enrolling people, they're going through classes, you're the cheerleader. You're the number one cheerleader. Your job is to be a good friend. Just like Bob says that good parents give their kids good memories, bad parents give their kids bad memories. Well, good friends give other friends good memories. Your job is to give your friends good memories. Now, mission number 3 is to help those in need. As I've been all over the world, the one thing that I know that all of us have some things in common. Number 1, all of us have been dealt a set of cards, the cards of life. Now remember, life's a game and games are fun. Money's a game and games are fun. I was playing cards with a little fun game called Over Your Assets with my grandchildren yesterday. And they are smart. They're 10 years old and they beat it. I got my clock cleaned multiple times because they learned the game. They learned how to play the game and they learned the secrets to it. And they beat me, and these 2 10-year-olds beat all the adults because they learned the game. Life's a game and games are fun, but mission number 3 is to help those in need. Now, all of you and all of us have got a couple things in common. Number 1, every one of you are going to make, manage, and spend money your whole life. You're going to make, manage, and spend money your whole life. You, your family, that's one thing that you all have in common. And most people don't know how to make more money. They don't know how to spend it effectively. They don't know how to invest it. They're managing it, but they don't know how to manage it because they've never learned. And they probably learned from their parents, and their parents probably didn't want to talk about it. They didn't want to talk about politics. They didn't want to talk about money or other things. But we think that it's a game, and games are fun. So let's play the game of money. Mission number 3 is to help those in need. The one thing that I know is that many of you have been dealt some terrible cards in the game of life. You've just been dealt some terrible cards. I have 2 special needs children. They have been dealt some pretty tough cards. But life's a game and games are fun. So it doesn't matter what cards you've been dealt. It matters what you do with those cards. Now, you can learn how to be successful by studying successful people. You can go out into the marketplace and you can make more money. You can exchange your cards. You don't have to sit there and just play with the cards you've been dealt. You can discard them and you can get new cards. The way you get new cards is action. Going out in the marketplace and doing things, learning, starting small businesses, solving bigger problems, adding more value, and studying successful people. By doing those 3 things, you get to change your cards. You get to hand your cards back in and you get new cards. There's a whole world out there that if you know the secrets, you can do so much better. And your kids can do better. Now, if you don't do it for you, do it for your kids. Now, one thing that I know that everywhere I've been, the parents want to have their children have a better life. I've seen it everywhere. I've seen it just everywhere I go. That's the one thing that every one of us have. So that is our purpose. That's our purpose, is to help you and your family and friends live a better life. And we do that by providing all these wonderful classes. Now, the platform has been built. You can add classes to that platform. As you get things going on and you have some other classes you want to teach, you want to do them in different languages and stuff like that, we want to put them on the platform. We want this to be accessible to everybody. We want you to learn and earn. We want you to go through classes and earn by going to class and by earning and getting your investment account open. Why an investment account? Everybody asks me, why? Because it changes your life. I remember as a teenager I could see it in my mind right now, laying on the floor, watching TV with a newspaper, looking at all these stocks, wondering about the companies and what did they do and how did they make money and how did they make a better life for people. That's why we're giving away our Warren Buffett stock. is to help you get started. We're giving away our money trees. Then we're going to teach you how to water your tree. And then we're going to teach you how to grow more trees. That's how the wealthy do it. And then we want you to encourage friends and family. You're the cheerleader. You're the number one cheerleader. Your job is to help them have good memories. It's your job to help them have a better life. And all we're doing is giving you some tools to help you do that. There's all kinds of tools on the website that you can download, that you can use. They can go through classes and listen to us. They can listen to you. You can teach this stuff. That's how we do it. And then help those in need, help other people. Now, there's simply 5 steps of things you have to do. Step number 1 is you have to learn how to make more money. You do that by studying successful people, solving bigger problems, and adding more value. That's how you do it. And then you got to separate your money. Number 3, you got to give some away. You got to give your time, your talents, your energies. Money's just one of those things on number 3, which is to give. Give to your churches and charities and individuals. You got to help other people. Number 3 is sharing. You can give money, but you know what? Time's more valuable than money. So many of you are giving a lot of time and helping other people. You're sharing. That's number 3. Number 4, you got to automatically invest. Now, when I say automatically invest, what does that mean? Well, Warren Buffett reads probably 5 to 6 hours a day. He is compounding his knowledge and he's compounding his experience. So when we say automatically invest, what are we saying? We're saying automatically invest in you. Now, many of you are thinking, well, I'm putting money into my investment account. That's correct. And that's how you're doing it from the financial side. But you've got to invest in you. You've got to automatically invest in you. How do you do that? You learn more, you study more, you read more, you go through more classes. We've got students who've been through 350 hours of classes. That's how you do it. You automatically invest in you. And you automatically invest financially, but it's really investing in you. That's step number 4. Number 5 is to save and spend. Spend your money on good things that'll give you a better life. Your health is your wealth. So many times we're eating the wrong stuff. We're not exercising. We're not taking care of ourselves. You've only got one body. That's it. So you've got to take care of yourself. Number 5 is to save and spend. Where are you spending your time? Where are you spending your money? Where are you spending on the foods that you're eating? Who are you hanging out with? That's the 5 steps. And the 5 steps are multifaceted. It's not about the money. And the money's how you keep score. It's about your life and doing those 5 things in your life. That's the purpose of the foundation. Our purpose is to help you and your family and friends have a better life. Your job is to help your friends and your family have a better life. That's your job. And when you do, guess what? You do. Zig Ziglar said it best. The only way you can get what you want out of life is to help other people get what they want out of life. When you help others, it just naturally helps you. It reciprocates. It's a spiritual law. It's a business law. That's why we do what we do. And I'm so grateful for every one of you. Today, we are celebrating 12,000 students. There's 12,000 students all over the world. Congratulations, guys. You did it. You did it. You made it happen. 12,000 students. And next week, we're going to be celebrating hitting 150,000 hours of just online classes. That doesn't include all the classes that you can take on Facebook and everything else. That's just the ones that we can keep track of. You're making it happen. It's happening. You're doing it. The only way that you can help someone else to have a better life is by education, by action, by cheerleading them on and helping them to do it, to learn the steps to play the game. My grandkids cleaned our clock in the game because they learned the secrets. And they're 10 years old. And they just kicked our trash and they learned the secrets. So who am I going to learn from? I'm going to learn from them. And I'm learning their secrets so I can play better. Life's a game and games are fun. So let's go have some fun. So I'm grateful for every one of you. Our next section, we're going to celebrate our student successes. You're making it happen. I'm just so grateful for every one of you on this call, everyone that's part of the foundation. This is your foundation. The foundation is supported by best-selling authors, educators, and entrepreneurs. Guess what? That's you. You're an educator. You're an author because you're teaching people. You're an entrepreneur. It's supported by you and others. So thank you so much for watching. You're making it happen. We're gonna say goodbye to our friends from around the world on our social media sites like Facebook. So if you want to watch these again, go to Facebook and then go to search Success and Money Academy, because these are being put up live as we do our live classes. Share those. Share with others. That's how you do it. We're going to say goodbye to those friends. We're going to come right back and we're going to go into celebrating our student successes, because this is about you. We want to celebrate you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be right back.